I would go out with the black veil. What a moron! Why I oughta...
Okay, who's next?
She's like scolding. My turn! My turn!
Of course.
I am going to tell you the story of the red teeth! Ooh. Red teeth. Let's drink some water.
Again? You tell it all the time!
Because this story is legit! Aunt Zena had been in the camp and she saw it with her own eyes. If you have already heard it, why don't you go to bed, huh?
Tell it, Nasty! Me and Stas have never heard it!
Did you just call me nasty? Anyway, it happened a long, long time ago when Auntie Zena was just a girl studying in a primary school. It happened. One summer she went to camp, which was far, far away from home. And one of those days something terrifying happened there. Someone had stolen all the food from the camp, every single bit of it, including the breadcrumbs. The principal went out to get food at the local city at once, which was far, far away from the camp, while children were left with no food for the rest of the day. Those who had brought some food had to share it with their roommates, but most of them had nothing to eat at all, so they drank more water in order to fool their stomachs. Imagine how big the line to the restroom was! Terrifying!
Having no food for a day? Child's play.
Easier said than done.
Don't interrupt her! Keep going, Nastya!
And so Auntie Zena had to go number one, but all the restrooms were occupied. She couldn't make shishi anywhere. She headed to nearby bushes, and after she sat down, she heard a weird noise like a dog chewing on a bone. Not the noise you want to hear behind you while you're squatting.
Was twitching and a Nurgle involved?
Behind her, she saw Santa!
She saw Santa eating Rudolph.
Oh god, that's pretty terrifying, actually.
That's why his head's on the wall.
Then Santa gets on like a schoolgirl uniform and becomes a teenage girl and goes back to camp.
Good.
She sneaked up to the bushes. She sneaked up to the bushes and saw a girl eating something. Well, I guess we weren't far off.
Not far off on that one.
Crossover! Auntie Zena shouted to the girl. As the girl turned around, she saw that the girl had...
Rudolph.
The red teeth!
I do that a lot. Not the hand on the boobs thing, but the face palm.
Yeah, these aren't shelves, guys. We don't usually stick a hand on our titties.
Yeah.
As like a this is not how we walk around doing things. Like I don't just walk into a crowd and I don't know if you can see me in your reflection. Like I'm just hi guys. Like I just smash my boobs together and keep one hand on top the whole night. Like hi guys, how are you doing? That would be really awkward. Mara claps her hands.
You know, most girls don't go around always wanting to touch themselves. It's just, no, if you have a good bra, you don't need to support it.
Yeah, really, it's so common to see that in, cartoon art.
Everything.
It's just, I don't know anyone with big boobs, including myself, who do it.
I know, right?
It turned out the girl had found a pack of cranberry jelly and wanted to have it all to herself like a fat ass in the bushes. Her nickname was Red Teeth till the end of the camp. The end. And who stole the food? I don't know. Auntie Zena never told me.
Nice job, Nastya. Quite a scary tale.
Who's next? I am, but I must warn you.
You're doing all the reading.
I guess. Whatever. Yeah. I guess, except for the last story where you did most of the reading. I am, but I must warn you, this story is so scary that I couldn't sleep for a whole month after I heard it.
What a wimp. Whispering.
Go back to feeling your boobie. This story is about the Black Hand. Oh. Black Hand.
The very same.
Ah, precisely. Squeezing Stiopa's hand. Fiddles with candy wrapper. There we go. My classmate was there. He saw the Black Hand. And he wouldn't lie about that. 2 years ago, my friend David went to a camp. Only the ace students from all over the country could be in this camp.
David?
Yes, David Schnippelson. Do you know him?
No. Why didn't you go there?
I didn't want to.
Not worth much, I see.
Excuse me? Go back to feeling your boobie. So she does. So, the camp was surrounded by a tall fence. Guards were on watch 24/7. No intruder had a chance to get inside. The adults keeping watch outnumbered the children. This is quite the camp. And all of a sudden, things started going missing in the camp. It was small at first. Badges, candies, pens, crayons. No one cared, because it was normal to not return things amongst geniuses. We're all kleptomaniacs. But then money, books, and even clothes were disappearing. Only then they realized that there was a thief, or maybe a band of thieves, working in the camp. For not only children had been robbed, but adults as well.
I would make a Holocaust joke, but no.
Oh God, please don't. I'm sure this is going to end in gypsies too. Just wait.
Just do more gypsies. Mother Russia hates gypsies.
Don't even get me started.
Yeah.
Guards had been trying to catch the thieves at first, but once they failed, they called the police. The police had been staying in the camp for a week, setting up traps, interrogating the staff, but to no avail. Meanwhile, the stealing continued. One day, guys from the troop had found a way to reveal the perp, a traitor. They secretly rigged up a TV camera and set it up in their room. No one else knew it was there. They placed a wallet in front of the camera, hid in the next room, and watched the wallet through the TV. I think they mean they stuck the camera in the wallet and set the wallet in a room like you would have like a full wallet.
I think they just set up the camera like in a corner or something,
Yeah.
and the wallet was like set within view. And they
No
just had
idea.
to be on the other side.
They had been waiting for a long time and got tired of keeping watch. Get it? Keeping watch. They got interrupted and missed the moment when the wallet was... Oh, they were watching the wallet. My bad. It had been there just a moment ago. The next night, they installed a recorder in the room with the camera, which, thinking back, is the thing they should have done in the first place had they access to a VCR. In the morning, they placed a video game instead of the wallet and got back to their activities. In the evening, the video game was gone. The recording they watched showed them a black hand appearing from nowhere, taking the game and vanishing into the air. Ooh. The guys ran out looking for adults, leaving one of them to guard the camera. But once the police came back along with the guys, the recording was gone. The camera was broken and the boy was... dead! Dun dun dun. With black fingerprints all over his neck. The police didn't believe the boys, suspecting them as the murderers. The boys were arrested and driven to separate rooms. But the next morning they were found dead. With black fingerprints on their necks as well. The entire police department had been assembled in the camp. Scared parents were taking their children back home, while those kids who stayed tried not to be alone. The stealing didn't stop. Now it was furniture, chairs, shelves, even couches. The Black Hand had gone mad and it was stealing everything. When the girl went missing, 3 of her friends from a chemist club got up to take their revenge on the Black Hand. They built a bomb, planted it in a drawer, and asked David to install a detonator so it would trigger as the drawer opened. There was nothing to it. All he had to do was... whatever. What was next? Come on. In a couple days, they heard an underground explosion somewhere around the camp. Excavators had been brought in. They dug through and found an abandoned bomb shelter, stuffed with all the stolen things. And in the middle of the explosion, they found a piece of some equipment and a boy's body torn apart with explosion. Identification was hardly possible. His hands were black with paint. The body parts were taken away by the military as well as the equipment. They promised that no one would ever tell a thing. What? My candies are gone! The Black Hand took them!
Relax, Nastya. You ate them yourself while you were listening.
Really? Oh, I didn't see that coming. Oh, boy, you are noisy. Fine. Now you are going to listen to...
Hold on. It's Olya's turn now.
Good. Needle throw break. How come?
Really? How? Because we don't have any more candy.
Does this have something to do with candy?
Ignorance is bliss. Begin, Olya.
That didn't make any sense.
Olya, dance for Sasha. Sasha require dance. You kidding?
She doesn't come in and tell what she's telling, it just starts. Nice. No dramatic one time at camp. Just this is my story, whatever.
Sighs. Okay. There is an abandoned pioneer camp deep in the nearby forest, fenced with a barbed wire, rotten by time. It used to be the biggest camp in the area until a mind-bending thing had happened there, so the people fenced the camp with a couple lines of wire and forgot about the camp forever. However, I found the camp leader's diary in our library. I wonder, why was I the first one who found it? I shouldn't tell what is written in it, but I can't resist telling you.
Dun dun dun.
It's gonna make me insane if I don't.
Hands off! What? But this one is so spooky. Just a little booby touch. Then why don't you give Stjopa a hug? He's already getting it. Come to us, Stas. I can hug the both of you. Sure thing. Whoa, okay. Oh, I mean, no, I feel fine here. Suit yourself. Okay,
anyways, the diary belonged to Oksana, the leader of the first troop. The record says everything was alright for the first half of the camp. Children were having a good time, falling in love and breaking apart. Oksana herself had fallen in love with the camp leader of the third squad, but the feelings weren't mutual. Half the diary is full of poems about her one-way love and sketches of the ones she was into. But it changes in the second half.
You don't say.
Just listen. Olya takes out a book with a rabbit sticker and drawn flowers on it.
Wait, rabbit like the character rabbit? Or was it supposed to say rabbit?
Know, just this rabbit. Maybe it's like a drooling sticker. Like,
yeah.
It's foaming.
Just rabbit dog.
She's constantly foaming. It's made with Alka-Seltzer. 20th of July. The terrible heat continues. Anton asked me to take this squad to the lake before I take mine, and I couldn't refuse. Man, is he handsome when he smiles. My squad wasn't happy, though, but I let them go off on an hour past curfew. 21st of July, we have a situation. Dasha Startseva has been missing since the morning. Her stuff is in place, and Katya told me she saw Dasha last night going to the bathroom. We found Dasha! She fell into the old well behind the warehouse.
Uh-oh.
My surprise, she was safe and sound when we took her out. A lucky girl. On the other hand, she hasn't said a word ever since. I hope she'll be fine. She must rest in the infirmary. Irada Pavlovna asked Dasha's parents a lot, but no one answered. During the lineup, Anton lectured me on how to look for the children. I was about to burst into tears. Why is he being so rude to me?
God, I love him so much. Sexy beast.
The 22nd of July. Petrovich and the guys from the 5th squad built a huge cover for the well. Now it's finally safe. Dasha is not speaking yet, just lying in her bed, silent. Maria Padatapanovna spoon feeds her.
Olya was raised in LA.
I am not good with names. I'm good at writing them, not good at reading them. Alright. Iradia Pavlovna lets no one out of the camp, including Anton, whose grandmother passed away yesterday. The 23rd of July. We are going to see Dasha today. We made a wonderful bouquet for her in a card with our best wishes written on it. Something is wrong with Anton. He had a quarrel with the principal this morning.
Well, if you would let me go to my
grandma's
funeral, I'd be pretty mad too.
Yeah? All of a sudden, I felt like I was out of my body, watching myself from a different viewpoint. I hear a blunt slam after he pushed me right into the well. It doesn't hurt though. But I feel sad. A green bright spot in the sky reflects in the puddle at the bottom, and I see it coming. A shooting star, I think. I should make a wish. The spot shines even brighter. The green sparkle is closing in on me. With the speed of sound, it stings me and casts me back into my body. Now it's the two of us in the body, me and the star. The pain is back and my neighbor doesn't like it. Little green sparkle starts beating the way my heart does. It is growing inside my body, filling every single cell as if it was on an empty vase. The vase is all cracked. However, the green light is getting loose through it. I don't know what the hell is going on. The star bangs in anger. The rifts of my body fade away like snow under the sunshine. It's a fantastic day. I feel good, so I curl into a ball right in the humid, stinky hole.
Oh.
Too bad I can't see my companion. I can only feel it burning my chest. The star wants me to get out of the pit, but I don't care. The only thing I want is oblivion. The star is not going to give in. It's threshing around inside, and I pity it. It warmed me at first, but just a moment ago it moved up to my shoulder out of the sunken part of my body. Poor thing, how lucky it got. I can't stand. I see a small shard of sky above me now. Now it's being blocked by some figure. And no, it's not. This flickering annoys me, so I close my eyes. I feel someone taking me up, awakening old memories I am hiding from. All this happened to someone but me. While I was just being a spectator. This show is about to end, and now it's a fireball instead of a tiny star growing bigger inside me. It's not a friendly companion any longer, but a gruesome warden watching over me. I need water. Oh, Christ. How could you do that for 3 people?
Talent.
He forces me to eat, causing a pain in the stomach. He forces me to go to the bathroom, stinging my feet. The rest of the time, it lets me rest obliviously. The fireball is not growing bigger anymore. Now it's training my body to follow its commands instead. I do as he commands willingly, otherwise the fire will burn me out. All I need right now is a little bit of rest. Right now, the fire bends down my neck. A nurse comes in. She drops her tray with plates on it, so porridge and blueberries scatter all over the floor.
No!
The fire flashes up as I see a beam of green light striking Maria Papatorobinova. The nurse comes out, and while the beam is tracing her, I look at the fireflies gathering around the porridge as long as my companion is playing with his new toy. The entire council enters my ward. The camp leader along with a girl from my squad carefully go around the mess whispering. I see both Oksana's pitiful face and the fear of seizing the others. They look at me as if I am an exponent of Kunt's camera.
Kunt's camera, it's an art form. It's an art form. It's an art form and I'm not censoring it, YouTube.
Kunt's
camera.
Kunt's camera. Kunt's camera! Their words are full of false sympathy. Their presence disgusts me. The keen rays of green pierce into their heads, swift and silent. Then they go out of the room, kicking the shattered plates and trampling the blueberries. The flies are back again for their feast. Dong! One of the rays scattered around with a melodic jingle. Right away, the peacefully dreaming fireball is woken up. He throws me off the bed. I go out of the infirmary, unable to resist its pressure. But I don't want to. Dozens and hundreds of rays are following me along the way, right to the targets. Only they can know as I follow the way my star shows me. Is this like Elfenlied, like
I have no idea. No, there's not enough children dying in this.
True. Or puppies being beaten to death, yeah. We slowly make our way around the camp while the green rays fill the air with their shine. Dang! Ding! 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 Dong! And if no one gets that Elfenlied reference, I guess you need to watch it. All of a sudden, the rays are breaking apart, which is so spectacular and beautiful that as I stop to look at, the fire is of no interest to me anymore. I look at the world around me, eliminated by the emerald light. At last, their number is running out. It's about a dozen of them now. The fire grows wilder. I burn out and reborn from the ashes, only to burn out again. I am the phoenix. My clothes have already turned into dust. My walk leaves only smoky footprints as charred grass behind. I come to the gates, and I see him. He lies scratching the ground, trying to escape the camp.
I picture Olia actually, like, physically acting this out.
Yeah.
Like she's writhing on the ground, clawing.
The beam that connects us is barely pulsing, about to scatter. She's doing like interpretive dance.
Yes, interpretive dance.
Yeah. I am coming closer, and the two boys are like hoping her tits pop out.
Yep, they're just like, wait
That's
for it.
all they're doing. They're not even
Wait
listening to
for
her,
it.
like, pop, drop, pop, 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 drop, pop, slip, just give me a slip. I come closer and wait, and it's finally gone, leaving nothing but green sparkles on the floor as he freezes. The flame pushes me ahead, but I am not in a hurry. Why me? What have I done to you? What did I do wrong? I ask the dead body, but it is not about to answer. The pressure is getting unbearable, so I leave. I try crying, but the tears are fading as fast as they leave my eyes. Whispering its goodbye tune, the last beam shattered. I stop in the middle of the alley leading to the square. I want to lie down, but the firestorm keeps pushing me ahead. We approach the pioneer hornblower statue, then to the paddler girl. Finally, the gigantic monument of Lenin gets my attention.
Yeah, let's bring that up. That's a good plan.
I stretch my hand to it as the fiery gush of light is absorbed by the statue.
Stopped by the power of Lenin.
That should be a song. Stop by the power of Lenin. Democracy gets down. Stop by the power of Lenin. I'm saying that in a joking way. I don't
Yes, this is a joke, everybody.
Rightist or whatever coming after me like,
Yeah, I know. Don't
like,
even.
it's a joke, dude. Who cares, right? I found the path to the woods out of the camp, leaving only dead people and the glowing monument of the chief behind. The only things I kept are this diary and little star deep and down in my heart. That's it.
Boring.
I am about to slap you.
Like, she's on the ground, like, and I am done. And she's like, claps backwards with her hand on her face.
Yeah. It was like, yeah, panty shot, we can live with that.
Oh, yeah. How did you manage to read in the darkness? Goes through the pages. Oh, it's empty. Oh, the rare double boob.
Yep. With the bra strap showing now.
Lisa puts her hand on Stopa's waist. Actually, it looks it's the other way around. Stopa puts his hand on Lisa's
Stopa's
waist.
putting a hand on Lisa's waist.
Yeah, they got that little backward.
Panty shot.
I was gonna say, is there ass showing? It is. Whoa, okay.
Might have to
Gratuitous.
that.
Sasha puts a rolled bedsheet under Nastya's head. Aww.
Sleep already? Da. If only your stories were more interesting, you would make a fine writer. But your tales kill us with boredom.
And your antics, they amuse us not.